So we have them back again, man. Here with the Souls Talk. We're back going over to MTR, man. My title of this is Broke Men Go to Thailand. He's gonna say a lot in this video today. I'm gonna be following his travels very closely, man. He's dropping like content every day now. When me and Rain talked about this about a week ago, I told her he ain't coming back. I kind of figured the move. He even dropped another video after this one saying that, hey, I'm moving. I'm leaving the West. Like I kind of figured this, but I think MTR is actually telling us a little bit something different. And what I heard from everything he said on this video was, I think broke men should just go to Thailand. So here we go.
Relationships, all right, men, women, whatever. But then also, it is a money topic, right? Like, going off the Cheesecake Factory, and she don't want to bang with the Cheesecake Factory. It's too beneath her. Okay. She's going out with her homegirls, invites her guy that she's dating, and she expects the guy to pay for the table. Those topics get some of the highest views. And I understand why. Because this money thing in a capitalistic society, it's so important, right? And especially with women within this biological underpinning of hypergamy, right? They're looking to date up, and they more than likely want a man that's already finished the race as opposed to running the race with you. Ladies, I don't get mad at that. And in fact, as a producer throughout my life, I understand that and I take advantage of it. But nevertheless, being in a place where it just goes away, it's not even a consideration, it's not even a thing, right? It's freeing. It's freeing. It's freeing. I just did a story on my Instagram at RealMTR, and I talked through this dichotomy, right, of responses that I've received from women like, in the Atlanta area, just trying to meet a young lady and just trying to be nice. And then she comes off and fires something over to you like, oh, you gonna pay for my drink? Oh, you can't afford it? Like you broke or something? That's what men receive. Like that's what I receive. Versus out here, women are not asking how much that you make, right? There's still an expectation of, hey, he's the man, he's gonna get, and that's fine. But when you're doing it in a place where it's literally 80 to 90% less money than what you're used to. I gave an example within that story. And I said, if I get chicken fried rice in Atlanta, it's $22, $23. If I go get chicken fried rice with tax, if I go get chicken fried rice over here, it's like $2, $3 on the expensive end. Like what? The conversation is fundamentally different. It's fundamentally different. Now it's, well, shit, I don't need to cook no more because I can just go get takeout for $2 every time that I go get a meal. Shit, I ain't gonna go grocery shopping no more. What about this cleaning thing? Shit, I don't even need to fucking clean no more because I can get a maid in here for $10 a pop. What? Like, and the thing is that because this is, it's not a third world country, it's more like a developing country. So there's some infrastructure things here that, are lacking, but to me, it doesn't supersede the bullshit that I see in the States, right? The dealing with this anger that exists within the States. And a lot of the anger, again, is attributed to money. It's attributed towards money. And it makes sense because what your purpose is, or at least whatever you do in order to make money, is going to take up a lot of your day, 8 to 10 hours a day, maybe even longer if you have a long commute. It takes up a significant component of your day, and you're focused in this thing that you have to do to run on this hamster wheel to make money.
So I'm gonna stop it there. I would highly recommend you guys go watch it all. He talks about a lot. It would be easy to talk about it from like him complaining about the women's standpoint and things of that nature, but that's kind of already his he talks about that on his regular channel before he even got to Thailand. He talks about the difference in women. Me and Rain covered it on our other show. So I wanted to bring it from a different lens. But Plug, I'm very interested in hearing what you got to say first. You said MTR is cracking a code.
I've been paying attention and listening. I've been asking the correct questions around the barbershop from my age range of like 25 to 30.
Yeah.
I haven't been really dealing with the younger crowd or the older gentlemen because I know that the way we date is totally different from the way they are and the type of women that they're running into. And a lot of the guys are telling me exactly that it's very financial based. Like they're asking for things without knowing how much it costs and just assuming that they have it. Like I got a young man, and I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. He makes $34 an hour. Like, so that ain't no chump change. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too many people that's gonna wake up one day and just say, man, I'm gonna go apply for a job for $34 an hour. And he's telling me that it's impossible to find someone who understands him when he says, I can't afford that. Like, he likes to live the way he wants to live, so he lives like that. It's not that he's living down, he's not living up. That's just the way he wants to live in the area that he wants to live, because he lives downtown and he's close to, you know, everything. So he doesn't want to drive. He doesn't want to drive or park or doing this. But that's exactly what it's about. He said every time it's about me spending my hard-earned money on you, but it's never nothing that you would, you know, offer to like be at home or cook me something, or you come to my house and I cook you something. It's always a date. He says always a date, and it's always costing him. And he said it always ends up being nothing at the end of the day. And I think that him leaving and going across that water is cracking the code, because now you're living in an area where money's not an option. You have to be who you are within this relationship or this us meeting, because it has nothing to do with it. Now, if he say I'll go get you some chicken fried rice, it's $3. Like, this is we're living bad. Like, we was just talking on the show before. This is economic fatigue, bro.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's feeling it. And if you can't even find when you need a 2-person income in a home, and you can't even find that person to go have, even on a date, it's sad, bro. I feel him. Like, man, don't let me get my hunt done, boy. I'm out.
Plug into Thailand.
Gone, bro. Like, for real.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Ever since I started like watching his stuff very like on a day-to-day basis, my algorithm is literally black families who have moved to Thailand, Vietnam, different countries. Like, it's all over my timeline. So like, it's all over the place. Rain, what you think about this?
To take something what Plug said, over here in the States, when you're dating, a lot of men, or I'm gonna say some men, try to lead with their money and taking them to the finest restaurants, Ruth Chris or whoever, where an entree costs $30, $40, $50. But over there, you really have to bring yourself, because it's not like that over there. You can't lead with your money over there, because they live that life of simplicity. And so you really have to sell yourself instead of showing them what your pocket looks like. So
yeah.
That's what I pulled from Plug. And MTR, he really has, but I think I said this on our same soil too. He desires to live that life of simplicity. He doesn't desire the name brands, the trying to keep up with the Joneses and stuff like that. Because he even said himself that he had a Nissan Altima before he brought his car that he has now, and he said he was cool with that. And if you look at his videos that he's doing in Thailand, he's in a t-shirt, probably some basketball shorts and tennis shoes, living a life of simplicity. So
let me ask y'all too this question though, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is just me like almost being like an antagonist, like throwing something different in there.
Mm-hmm.
How do y'all feel about somebody like MTR bashing the same people that he built his monetary backing on, though? Like that, those are the questions I always have for people that, like, I understand, like, going to see the other side of the world, coming back, talking about it. But, like, you built your financial backing on the same people that you are actually criticizing. So, like, how do y'all perceive that? Like, how do y'all take that on?
Honestly, I would say he can't control that.
Yeah.
He can't control that. You have your viewers and you have your community. Your community, like what we're building a community where people are like-minded. They're more like us. You know what I'm saying? They're more like us. They think like us, you know, but the viewers, you can't control the viewers. You know, you can't control that. And that's a side effect of him putting out content. The money that he's making is just a side effect. And you know, and thinking of, you know, Rain said living that simplistic life. Like it seems like a lot of people like need excitement in their life. Like they need like constant excitement. Like, you know, like when I go on like my vacation, I go and get my excitement then. You know, now this is business and leisure. Now vacation is me actually, you know, cutting loose and, you know, being free. You know, that's a dope one. The best things in life are free. And I don't think that people recognize that. I don't think people recognize that, because when you don't have much, you know, having anything should be exciting.
Yeah, but I think also, like, again, we live in a society that punches down at all times. You know what I mean? Like we will use it. We will talk about a person who tries to like educate you on like, hey, you can go to Walmart and get this. You ain't got to spend all this money on you just broke. That's broke man talk. But I mean, like that's just how they look at life. But when I was hearing him talk, and I've been hearing him over the past each video he's dropping. I know he's recording in the same day, but he's dropping these videos, and I really think it's a place for people who. This is why I always tell people that I don't like the word systemic, because I think these options like Thailand and stuff, it's the way for a broke person to experience life in a better manner. Like if you right now, like if you right now on welfare, right? And you get, let's say it's a single mom on welfare and she gets child support. Let's say she's bringing in about $3,000 a month. If she saved that up for 7 months, bring herself 21,000, she can go over to Thailand right now, pay her apartment up for the year. She can do homeschooling, which I've noticed that's the big thing over there for Americans when they come. You put your kids in homeschooling because you have the time, you have the resources. Like he said, you can get a maid to clean the house for $10, or you clean it yourself. You know what I mean? But a lot of these apartments come with cleaners too. I follow somebody who has like that type of thing. So I would love for us to start trying to speak to our people to, hey, how about you go explore this? Hey, you living in the scums already. Give yourself 3 months. Fly overseas, see what it feels like. Now you could come back and get your people. Because no offense, but that's what like the Hispanics do. That's what all these other countries do that come here. You know, they build their nail shops, they build they restaurants, and then they bring the family over once the wealth is building. Like, I don't understand why we won't take those codes that we are getting every day from MTR, from us here talking about it now. How about we just start educating our own people to be like, hey, I understand it could be frightening to uproot your life.
We need to do that.
What's that?
Everybody don't need to be over there. Because we'll just turn that to another America. Because I'm telling you, man, we are some of the most spendingest people in the world. We are the most spendingest people we spend a lot of money, man. And the only thing we'll do is make everything raise up over there. See, the reason why everything is cheaper, because I don't think they have a population as vast as ours.
Okay.
You know, greed lives everywhere. But when you can comfortably live and keep, you know, violence down by everything being affordable, and everybody has something to do during the day and come home and live that type of life. We can't do that. We can't do that. We are the most buildingest, destroyingest people on the planet. As fast as we'll build something, we will look, bro.
So you think we'll go over? You think we'll go over there and destroy it?
Yeah. Because look, man,
it'll be the youth needing a curfew. You'll see people breaking into stuff even though it's cheap.
The shoes that used to be $35, $40 that are made the same way, the production is not increased. The only thing that's happened is that what we do, we are the world's consumers. The nation itself in North America is the world's consumers, and we are the most consumingest people of the consumers. And bro, we turn shoes that are $40 into $150.
Yeah. Okay.
But we are the secret sauce, like it was said today.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna definitely keeping up with this, man. Might do a little series about, overseas living, man. We might do a little series about the comparison, because I've been seeing a lot of people in my algorithm, a lot of families. I will highly select even black men. That's why I made the joke, as MTR said, broke men go to Thailand. There's some couples who joined together that met over in Thailand that are black Americans who are now married, have children. Like, so think about that. You can go somewhere and might find the love of your life because they had the same thought process and idea you did. You know what I mean? So I think it's a viable option. I would highly encourage people to travel, see more of the world, and don't just settle here. Like, I'm telling y'all, seen what In Too Deep put in there. You only need at the minimum $15,000 a year. At the minimum.
Whew. That's shaking fries at Checkers.
Yeah. He said, I would not. See, I ain't saying, y'all. It ain't me today. It ain't Souls today. I'm just saying, I think it'll be a better viable option, especially for mothers, man. I think we really need to start talking about this type of stuff. Like, you telling a mom where you can go over here, get you a remote job, still working from the States, but you're working remotely, and you can stay home, homeschool your child, pay your rent for the years, and chill, and still have the money to go back and see your families. Like, you don't. I was even thinking about being like a winter Thailand hopper. Like, in the winter, go to Thailand. You know what I mean? Get you a nice job where you soaking up remotely. Be a little, they call them snow bunnies in like Florida and all this stuff. Go somewhere like Thailand where your money lasts longer. Then you can save up and then come back to the States. In the summer, you done quadrupled your money because you set on it in Thailand and you straight.
It's something to definitely consider and think about.
Yeah, for real. Like, I think we should really promote this, man. Hey, black people, let's get overseas, man. Let's get overseas, man.
Take your badass.
Yeah. But, as we mentioned earlier, man, you can always use a hands-off approach. And that was Souls to Talk.
You need to get a handle on yourself.
Hey, we good comedians. You know how to